near miss accident, new failed truck. All of this and more is coming up on this week's edition of Monster Truck News. The Monster Truck Malicious Tour has recently been making the news for a near-miss accident that occurred at one of their recent events in Bremerton, Washington. During the freestyle competition, Tyler Groth, driving the veteran, lost a wheel after a daring jump over Cali Kid. The wheel carried so much momentum that it would bounce up and over the top of the backflip ramp and out the venue, going into the parking lot and crushing a spectator's car. Thankfully, no actual spectators were injured during this very near miss, and we hope this poor spectator's car can be insured. It sure would make for a very interesting phone call with the insurance company. Wilson Extreme Sports put out a statement regarding the incident on their Facebook page, reading, "The veteran went rogue in Bremerton during a wild freestyle run. The veteran lost a front tire mid-jump, sending it over the barricade and flattening a car in the parking lot. The car flattened. The fans excited. The veteran still a beast. In all seriousness, as the owners of the veteran, we're incredibly thankful no one was hurt. We're also blessed to have the experienced professional drivers that we do. They've handled the situation with skill and stayed calm under pressure. All safety systems were in place, but the impact sheared the bolts clean off. Huge thanks to the event crew, venue staff, and all of you who reached out." Hopefully the veteran can, in the future, stick to crushing cars that are on the track and not out in the parking lot. Monster Jam began teasing a brand new monster truck that was joining their fleet, and it's safe to say it's been met with quite the backlash online after its unveiling. On July 16th, Monster Jam unveiled its newest truck, introducing Bailey Circuit, an all-new truck in collaboration with the Ringling Brothers, based on the circus's robotic dog of the same name. This robotic dog has been translated into a full-size monster truck, and it's polarizing to say the least. Its body is interestingly a standard Ford F-150 body, with a flappy tongue at the front, yellow fluffy ears, and a springy tail with blue, yellow, and purple coloring all throughout. This design is obviously not meant for older fans, but I must admit that at least it looks better than the Spin Master toy, cause good lord, that looked like shit. In saying that, however, I will say that I seriously think that this truck just looks ridiculous. Taking this truck seriously is like asking someone to stay silent during a Bill Burr comedy special, because this truck is just plain bad. I really, seriously dislike this truck a lot. Bailey Circuit will be springing into competition this upcoming weekend in Raleigh, North Carolina, being driven by Brianna Mahan. And this brings up an interesting point. Will Scooby-Doo be retired or simply put on hiatus? Will anybody else run the Scooby-Doo truck? It seems only time will tell. What do you think of the all-new Bailey Circuit Monster Truck? Let us know in the comments down below. An extremely rare truck that most people watching this video have probably never even heard of, myself included, has just recently made its first public appearance in more than a decade. In the 2000s, King of the Hill was constructed and debuted as a display truck during a Pro-MT event in Kansas City. But this mysterious truck would never compete. In fact, since the 2000s, it's not made one public appearance. Until now. Kurt Fitzner, the truck's owner and original creator, had the truck out on display at the Star Auto Body grand opening on June 28th of this year. This mysterious truck remains to be one of the most intriguing monster trucks of all time, and it's interesting to still see that this truck is making the rounds despite it's never competed at all in its entire history. The legendary Gunslinger has made its first official return to competition following the transfer of ownership to Ricky Fowler. Fowler would campaign Gunslinger at the Del Mar Fairgrounds on July 2nd through to July 6th during World Finals weekend. Fowler did an awesome job representing Gunslinger, not tearing up the truck, but putting down some really fantastic freestyle runs. Fowler has big plans for the Gunslinger truck and team under his ownership, and has continued to run events alongside his son since his Del Mar debut. So do us a favor here at MonsterTalk and go support Ricky Fowler as he continues on the legacy of this great truck. Yes, you heard that right. Queso's favorite monster truck has just made another return to competition. In Fargo, North Dakota on July 7th, the original Wild Thing returned to the circuit once more, this time being driven by Paul Craighead. This specific chassis has not run since October of 2022, and its axles have been replaced since then, swapping out the increasingly rare ZF axles with more common PEI axles. Unfortunately, that didn't help Wild Thing from performing very poorly over the course of the weekend, and it sounded like the truck needed a lot more than some new axles. Still, it's good to see the proper Wild Thing back in action again, and hopefully soon it will start running good. Since the conclusion of the World Finals, many new trucks have made their first debut, and one truck has just been unveiled. The first is Team Throttle Monster's newest truck, Shell Shocked, which made its debut this past weekend in Lamar, Missouri. The truck looks to be Dalton Widener's newest ride. While I'm sad it doesn't look like he will pilot the old Jurassic Attack anymore, I absolutely love this new identity and hope it will compete in Monster Jam next year. The other truck is Brooke Pagliarulo's newest truck, also unveiled at the World Finals. That is Misfire, which has just debuted at Stafford Springs for a Cletus McFarland event. Brooke's truck is simply just stunning. It's a fantastic name, and she is absolutely killing it behind the wheel. I even got to sit inside it when we visited their shop while I was over in America. And just as a quick shout out, please make sure to check out Tomfoolery Motorsports YouTube channel. They have been posting some awesome vlogs and other content that you should seriously check out. The following weekend in Evansville, Indiana, Scarlet Bandit would finally debut its new chassis and a new look. The new design returns to a mostly pink scheme with the Scarlet Bandit character front and center on the side of the truck. As much as I was a fan of the previous design, this new design looks even better, and I would go as far to say it's an all-timer Scarlet Bandit design. What's even more impressive is the all-new chassis, which has been revealed that it is a custom design. The front and rear of the truck resembles that of a PEI chassis, while the cradle is very reminiscent of a DKP, or Dark Knight Performance, which is David Smith's design. However, the rest of the chassis is custom, and some who have worked on this build have said that it resembles a CRD as well. This new Scarlet Bandit not only looks good, but seems to be handling even better, and we absolutely love this new scheme. Finally, from Keys Motorsports, a few days ago the team unveiled Subatomic, the teammate truck to Caddy Wampus. The truck's design is a submarine diving into toxic waste. While maybe not the prettiest truck, it is good to see some new ideas innovated on by teams. What do you think of all these new trucks? Let us know in the comments down below. Team Throttle Monster will unfortunately see one of their drivers leave the team, as Berto Trevino announced that he will be stepping away from driving via an Instagram post. Berto reveals that while this is not the end of his driving career, now is the right time for him to be home with his family. He will be returning back behind the scenes with Monster Jam, as this is his previous role before joining Team Throttle Monster. The outpouring of support has been seen all throughout the community, and the same can be said for us at MonsterTalk as well. I had the privilege of meeting Berto at the World Finals, and let me tell you that he is a true class act. We hope to see Berto back out on the track again soon, but more importantly, he enjoy his time with his family. The Paglu Rulos revealed in an Instagram video that Michigan Ice Monster will make its long-awaited Monster Jam return to Orlando, Florida at the Kia Center this August. Michigan Ice Monster has made very few appearances under the Paglu Rulos, first making its debut at Monsters of Metal in Del Mar, Delaware in June of 2023, before making 2 other appearances at Cletus McFarland events in 2023 and 2024, and as of recently also competed in Canfield, Ohio for the Outlaw Monster Truck Drags on Brooks' Misfire truck. On an Instagram video, it has been revealed that Michigan Ice Monster will be competing in Orlando for Monster Jam, being driven by Matt Pagliarulo, marking the truck's first appearance in Monster Jam for more than 10 years. It was last driven in 2022 under various drivers at Sudden Impact Racing, so it would be fantastic to see the truck finally return to Monster Jam. Maybe this truck could run more often, please? For me. That would be cool in my book, at least. And well, that is all we have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.